Hi guys, have I got a real nice treat for you today? I got a picker's dream. Take a look at this. We're gonna pick this bad boy. Okay, so I went up to my local town Monday this week, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go up to the salvage yard and see what they've got in. Now this is a house clearance place. Now you can see the size of this building is spectacular. I got some really nice pictures from inside to show you. So I just want to give you a little look around the inside a minute, just as a quick teaser, just to show you how much is in here and the variety. Now, this place on the surface looks really scruffy and untidy, but I tell you what, it can hold some really good gems. It really can. And I'm going to show you in just a minute some of the things I've bought. Now, there's 2 stories. We were only allowed in 1 story. Look at that. If you're into the 70s prints, look at those. Absolutely beautiful. They've even got a motorbike in there and a sled. Do you know, I almost bought this sled. I thought that'd look amazing in my shop window, full of boxed up to look like presents. 75 quid, that's all they wanted on that sled. Spectacular. Again, some more aerial views for you. That, I was having an hour and I nearly bought it. Nice bit of advertising, but I thought, what am I going to do with it? So I left it there, but I should have had it, and to be honest with you, I may go back up and have it, just and take the enamel sign off it. That's what I'll probably do, to be honest with you. It's a really nice enamel sign. So, yep, we're going to do that. So they're just little teaser photos, just to give you an idea of what I'm walking around in. And I'm going to show you, I did manage to pick up 6 little pieces that I think are absolutely wonderful. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a little look and we're going to, have a little look at what I bought. Okay, here's the first little area. Can you see anything of real interest and value by there? Well, let me give you an idea. There you have a 1963 Japanese Nippon calculator. Now, how do I know all that? Well, I've done a little bit of research. I've had these before. It's a rotating calculator, very early, and they can pull some really good money. So I purchased that. I'm going to tell you the prices in a minute. If I come over here, these things are even in museums. Now, there's a website here, and I managed to find all the information about it I wanted. Hand-operated rotary pinwheel type calculator with 10-digit settings. Introduced in 1963. Made in Japan. So that's what we got with that. Very early form of computer, if you like, or mass doing large, very large numbers. So here is a picture of the add-in machine or calculator. Now this here is actually paint. Somebody's painted over it. I'll remove that, and that's just a bit of sellotape. It has got damage over here. It's got a bit of break there, and some paint on the handle again. But it is working, it's functioning. So here we have it. So you select the numbers you want. Obviously then it all comes into this bottom section down there for your big answers. And it's working. So, you know, really pleased with that. Now I have done some research on the prices. Now I came over to eBay and just done a simple eBay search because eBay is where I sell on. Now I've had these in the past and I normally achieve anywhere around £75 to £100 for these. Bearing in mind I got to clean the paint off and it's got a little bit of damage to the plastic. But we have them here. This is the exact model. We have 2 examples. One at £80 and one at £30. Both sold. I still feel 50 quid is a fair price for this calculator. As I said, it's got a little bit of damage on the handle. Just for parts, if you wanted one for parts, you know, you'd pay more than that. But this is a working example. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. All the information you need to know is on the back, the serial number and everything. What a really nice bit of technology. You know, 1963, so that's 57-year-old for a calculator. That's not bad. Tell you what though, 60 quid in 1966. These were in England. Can you imagine how much money that was to buy one of these? Can you imagine how few of them come in? You'd have to be a bank or something like that to buy them. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I think I'm going to be asking about £45–50 for it because of the condition. But a working one, not bad at all. Now I'm going to tell you how much I paid for it as a job lot. Everything got bundled. I kept picking stuff up, putting it on the table, and we done the bundle price. And I'm going to tell you the price at the end, what I paid. But we're going to take a look now at the next piece. So this is the table. As you go in on the left, they just chuck all bric-a-brac and everything from house clearances along here. And it's up to you. You have no idea what you can pick off here. I've already had a Baines father bowl. Now that was a World War I officer who done designs on pottery and porcelains. Real nice piece. It's actually on my website for £120. It came out here for £3. So if I scroll all the way up to the top up here, can you just see wasp there behind the orange bowl? Well, let me zoom in for you. There we have it again. A nice closer look. Well, there we have it. Beautiful little, I suppose, is that a tulip vase? It's certainly trumpet shaped with the spiraled foot there. Real nice little thing. And of course, I've had that. So we have this beautiful art glass vase, shaped like a flower head, possibly a tulip, trumpet shaped. However, when you turn it over, it's got its original label. Murano. So we got the Murano label, beautiful condition, nice colouring. I'm going to splice images as I always do after each of the products. You can get a little glimpse of the products. Something to note, I didn't know they'd done that. They've crimped. You can see the crimping. So if you get one of these without the labels and you get this crimping here, it might be a little indicator of the Murano example. But beautiful quality. Just sat there on the little shelf. Italian art glass. Mwah. Shall we look at the next piece? Oh, I love these next ones, and I mean I love them. I'm going to show you them first, then we'll talk about them. Sorry, before I move on to the next item, the Murano vase I expect to retail about £30. I'm going to ask £30–35 and see what offers I get, but I would expect it to go out about £30 in perfect condition with its label. Okay, so the next piece I purchase is actually on this table. Can you spot it? Let me give you a hint. This is what we're looking at. Look at the quality of the casting. Well, I'm not sure. Are they cast? It must be cast. Now, I can't decide if these are pipes to smoke from, because they've got the hole in that you'd expect. So the hole goes all the way through from the bowl, all the way up the stem, up the wrist of the hand. And then you'd add the little smoking pipe at the end, or whether they're candlesticks. But I know I'm going to use them as candlesticks, but they are spectacular. Look at the quality of them. I'm not being funny. They really are something special. Now, I've tried looking to see if they are pipes, if they're candlesticks. I can't find another anyway. I even put a picture of these on the Talking Antiques website and said, can anybody give me any opinions on whether they think these are pipes, proper clay pipes, or whether they are candle holders. What I found unusual about them was the quality of the hands holding the bowl was spectacular. You can see that with all the knuckles and the veins and the skin and the nails and everything. It's unusual that there's 4 of them, and I've never seen them before in my life. So if they're pipes, they're real good quality pipes, but they will make 4 really quirky little candle holders. Now, I can't tell you a price because I can't find nothing like them. Now, they could be proper smokers pipes, because you can, they do work, and once you add your little pipe bit on, your little smoker's pipe. but they are quite spectacular. Real good quality. I got the 4 of them. But they look handmade rather than cast, and the quality is really good. Just as a curio, without knowing whether they're pipes or candle holders, if I was to sell them just as 4 little candle holders like that, to put a little candle in, I think they're sort of £30–40, just as a curio. You try and find another set. However, they could be quite rare if they are pipes. So I can't actually sell these until I know one way or the other. Because if these are original clay pipes, then they could be worth a bit of money. So they are a question with no answer at the moment, but they are such good quality. I'm going to put a little candle in them and I'm going to enjoy them myself. Really nice. Before we move on to showing you some more items, I'm going to give you a couple more little looks around the actual premises. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little look. I've done a few close-up photographs of some things. Nothing major, just a few bits and bobs, just for you to have a little look. You can see pianos, furniture, you name it, they got it up there. There's loads of Victorian pottery and things like that teapot and the jug and that. It's just not for me. And there's Sandra. Give her a wave, say hi. She come with me. We went up to Specsavers. I went up to get my new glasses. And what do you think? They suit me. So while we were up there, we just popped across. So I just thought that sign there, this Dreamland, this is probably 12 or 14 foot long. It's massive. They cleared a theatre, and that's where the sled and everything come from. They had the thrones to go with the sled. I think it was called Munchkinland. I see us somewhere. It's a massive teddy bear. That's a huge teddy bear. There it is, Munchkinland. I knew I had a photograph of it. They had some jewellery boxes. All in all, it's some really interesting pieces, and I didn't even get to go upstairs. They've closed it off at the moment. I don't know why, what reason. Maybe to do with all this lockdown and stuff. I don't know. But shall we take a look at the next piece I had? Okay, you got 2 options here now. Do I go for the picture or do I go for some books? What do you think? Well, I can tell you now, just looking by there, on the very top of the bookshelf, we have 2 very interesting little books. Loose front and back covers, but some very interesting looking books. So here's the books. Look at the date. I don't know if you can see the date. 1793. So we have 2 volumes of The Adventurer. Yeah, for 1793, volume 1 and volume 2. Some quite rare books, do you know what I mean? You're talking 247 years old, these books, and they're in lovely condition apart from the covers. The covers are loose. Now, I've done some research. That's the sort of money they're worth. The 2 volumes is worth about £100 on one of these big book companies. Now, I'm not one of these big book companies, so I'm not going to be asking £100. As I've said, the covers are loose. Beautiful books. 1793, 247 years old. Goes to show what you can get out of these house clearance places. And there it is. It's a nice clean book. I'm not even going to attempt to read it. The way they wrote back then is almost like Shakespeare. Hard to read. It's either for you or it's not. It's not for me. So I'm talking probably £40 a pair, £20 a book. Got to be for nothing, haven't it? 247 years old. It's not even £1 a year for the book per book. Maybe 45. I do like them. But a pair of books, we're talking £45 there. We're talking, let's say, 45 for the adding machine. That's £90. We're talking another £30 for the Murano vase. That's £120. Let's assume £40 on the pipes. That's £160, and we're not finished yet. Okay, so we're having a look on here now. What can you see? Doesn't look a lot, I know, but I'll give you a little clue. We have some porcelain figurines by here. Now, these are produced in the 50s by a company called Wade. Now you have Danny Boy and Molly Malone. Now these are not small. Now they've done two sizes. You can have whimsicals, which are tiny. That's about the size of a Wade whimsy. That's the size of these. These are about 4 inches tall a piece. A Wade whimsy is about an inch and a quarter tall. These are known as whoppers or blow-ups. Now the early Wades, give you a hint, were not marked. On the later ones, they will literally say Wade England across the back. The early ones didn't have the mark. Now they're not worth fortunes. I've had a little look on eBay. The best price for the Wade Whopper, where is she? Molly Malone, was $19.99, and there's another there. I checked the size on this one at £8.65. Then if I come over here to Danny Boy, you're talking £15 and £12 and £10. So for me, a pair. They're not that exciting, but a pair of perfect blow-ups. I wouldn't have bought them if they were whimsies. I've only bought them because they're blow-ups. You do not see these oversized ones very often. If I say £18 a pair, I'm happy with that. No doubt they'll sell, no problem whatsoever, at £18 a pair. So what are we up to? Let's just round it up, £180. Final piece I purchased from up there was this, which is a silver filigree bracelet. It's not English, or it's not British, I should say, it's foreign. Let me show you better on images. So you can see there's quite a beautiful little silver filigree bracelet. And that came in the job lot again. Nice bit of silver. What's that worth? Probably not a huge fortune, probably £20 again, give or take. It's got a good ounce of silver in there. So I'd say got to be 20 quid, maybe a bit more. Now let's be honest. Places like this are a picker's dream. You don't know what you can get. Now I'm not being funny. Look at them top windows. You can see stuff bursting at the seams. I'd love to get up there and have a little look around. Now let me share with you. That is the name of the house clearance place. Beacons View Reclamation Centre. There's their phone number, and they're open 7 days a week. If anybody is interested, you're in Wales, South Wales, United Kingdom. They're in Hirwaun by Tower Colliery Industrial Estate. Well worth visiting. I'm not going to be rude to them, but this is honest for you, for your advice. They are house clearance people, as in they charge you to clear your house. They offer a service, then they sell out the products to make a little extra cash on top of what they've charged to clear the house. They are not antique dealers. They are not antique experts. You can find some really good pieces in this place. Might look a bit run down, but I tell you what, where there's muck, there's brass. That's what the saying says. They're on Facebook. You can find them on Facebook. Run a search, and they post photos up regular of things that they put up. Okay, before I tell you the price, we now know we're looking at about £180, maybe £200 at a push return after it's all sold. And it's some really interesting pieces. Not being funny, Murano glass with the original label, you know, solid silver bracelets, adding machines that are in museums. So, an 18th century box. So what do you think I actually paid for this as a job lot? And I'll give you a couple of seconds to just have a little think. Maybe put a guess in and see if you're right and wrong. And let's be honest about it. £20. £20 sterling. That is what I paid for the entire job lot. Put it on the table. She saw it all. I said, that's what I want. She rounded it to £20. That's why you go to these places. But honestly, places like this, I just wish there were more of them around. I don't get up to this one as often as I should. But some of the things I've had out there, I've had bronze statues out of there. I've had Tunbridge ware out of there. Door knockers, you name it. I've had some spectacular pieces. That Baines Father Bowl. There really has been a little honeypot for me. So, shall I leave it there? Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at the little picking heaven. Do you know? The items are alright. The books, love the books. The Adam machine's really cool. But then pipes, I love the pipes. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.